Hello you survival whores like Ray Mears and that other guy, it's Rusty here and today I'm playing BlackFaith, a survival horror game. We are going to talk about that tag later, but this is in pre-alpha as you can see in the top left. Has the decency to be in early access as well. Popped up on Steam today, July the 4th, Merca, and yeah. Store page says it was released on the 29th of May, but it wasn't. It popped up today, so I'm going to say it was released today. Early Access Survival. I will show you the shop before we jump in. Developed by JUBSTUDIO this. Free to play, but oh boy, if we look on the shop, if it loads. So, opening the shop nearly crashed the game, but anyway, here we go. And I'm possibly going to read a bit of the store page, because it is... it rubbed me up the wrong way. It's almost insulting. But here we can buy random gift boxes. I don't know what this has got to do with the survival horror game, but you can basically buy pictures. I believe they're like screensavers. So you can buy rip-off screensavers for this game. Yeah, that's also insulting, but let's go back to the game anyway. Play game. And I think it would change that. Because you might be thinking, girl random box, wasn't that what I could buy in the shop? So I'm assuming that just changes the picture there, which is ridiculous. But it looks like people have donated, however much that can be trusted, I don't know. $88, are you mad, Russia? Yes, they are mad. Football mad right now, it's coming home. Oh, and it loaded much more quickly this time. Be prepared, I have quickly checked this out. Horrible motion blur is ahead. Look at that. Just horrible, sickening blur. You can't turn it off. There's no options in this game. In this game that doesn't explain anything. Oh, I also like this, by the way. You can see that text there, right? Because I'm looking at a bit of green, it's in the green. But when I look at the clouds or anything bright, look at it. What is my objective now? Change that in early access, guys. It's going to be in early access for another 3 to 5 months, apparently. So you'd expect it... I mean, that's not that long, is it? You'd expect it to be finished, pretty much, nearly. But no, when I get bored and go to the description, I'll read it off to you. I've changed the settings down to high, that's all you can do, but basic graphics options, because it wasn't running great. Unreal game. Learn how to turn off motion blur in Unreal, guys, who are making games in Unreal. So we're heading to the shelter. Check out the shelter in the village. Don't know where the village is. Let's press H for help. Okay, that's also white text that we can barely see. Right, so we've got an inventory, and we've got crafting. This is where my problem lies with that tag, survival horror. Resident Evil and Silent Hill are survival horrors. Amnesia is a survival horror. It's because you have limited resources to get through the game, limited bullets to fight the enemies, often avoiding combat in those, or there is no combat is the best way. You've got to hide, you've got to survive the environment and the enemies. It's not about survival as such. It's definitely not about crafting or hunger meters. This is a survival game and a horror game. It is not a survival horror game. I think there's a difference there. But anyway, let's try and find this village that we heard about. I think it's down there. I'll try not to turn the camera much, by the way, because... yeah. Oh, you can't strafe as well. That's weird. I am using the arrow keys, because thank God it let me use them. But it won't let me strafe at all. So I have to turn the mouse. You can also use some of the controller. Some of the buttons work on the controller. Can't strafe on that either. Can't look up or down either. So, but yeah, this has got crafting. I don't like survival games. What is that sound? Oh my god. Well, that came out of nowhere. It's kind of bush creature. More of a tree man, actually. And is he just gonna pursue me? No context really with that guy. He just came for me, and now we've wandered on a very blurry statue. of some kind of, I don't know, Amazon. Is this the island of Lost again? Oh my goodness, what's happened? I can't read it because I'm being pursued. Appear to have no aggro range, these monsters. They just follow you forever, so I can't read that. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, that is a bush. That's a literal bush monster. Oh my god, that was... I can't get out. I'm trapped. Oh no, I'm gone. Oh my god, that was genuinely a little unsettling there. A little surprising. Just a shambling bush coming out of the blur. Oh my god, now what's happening? There's another one. Wow, so, yeah, unexpected bush monster. That gets a point from me. A little unsettling. Leaving the game on 1 point so far. But we've got time for it to do a little better. Let's find that village. As you can see, the note still up on the screen. Oh, the aggro range is gone, is it? Is he coming? No, he's still coming, for God's sake. Can't get rid of that note. I don't know how. Vanishing one. Should I try and read it while I'm moving? Vanishing one, but... Oh god, nope, he's caught me. He's caught me again. Some of the bushes you can't run through. It's very inconsistent. Sometimes they're solid, sometimes they're not. If I knew how to get my knife out, then I could maybe slash them away, I don't know. But I should have just gone straight to the village, shouldn't I? But then we wouldn't have seen surprise bush monster, would we? Oh no, oh dear. No, we're gonna die. No, we're not. We're still there. We're still going. Just sounds like he stopped as well. Has he? Maybe. Yep. Okay. I think we're good. Well, we're lost. We're completely lost. I don't know how big the map is. No objective markers. That's always good. Everything looks the same. I guess it's my fault for wandering off the beaten path, but isn't that what you're meant to do in survival games? God, I hate these games. You might be wondering why I'm playing it if I don't like survival games. I do like survival horror games. But survival games, not a fan. I'm playing this because it described itself... Well, let's find a safe space and we'll read the store page, shall we? Oh no, I hear noise again. It stopped. We'll try and find the village before I talk about that. I'll be back when I've found the village. Okay, so I didn't find the village the first time. I actually found a deer and it killed me. So that was good. I can't attack back, obviously. I don't know how to get a knife out. I don't think I have a knife, but we found the village. But first, I'll tell you why I wanted to play it. One reason was that all the other new releases, there were many of these. There were many puzzle games. And you might be thinking, well, puzzle games are good. Portal's a puzzle game. That's great. No, not those kind of puzzle games. No. Puzzle games that your grandma might play, that you could find in a newspaper. Puzzle games before video games existed. Like crosswords or Sudoku. You know, those puzzles, essentially. Those are now flooding Steam for some reason. There's been a few released every day over the last couple of 3 days. It's sort of unbelievable. Sliding block puzzles. I thought Steam was curbing down on the achievements thing, but hey ho, free speech doing its thing, you know, we got the censorship, we don't want that, so we get to have great puzzle games. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Hangman game on Steam. There probably is a Hangman game on Steam, let's be fair here. If there's a Sudoku and a crossword puzzle game, there's a fucking Hangman game. Anyway, let's just quickly read their early access thing. I've got it open on my phone. The other reason was because in the description it said, a survival horror game based on local horror stories podcast. So the translation is pretty spotty all over this store page, but that sounded mildly intriguing, didn't it? Survival horror, check. And stories podcast, ooh, so it'll be like, will it be like creepypasta? Oh no. But it might be sort of urban myth, which is quite interesting for a horror game. Is there an urban myth about a bush monster? Probably. Let's just read their early access section, because this riled me up the wrong way. It's taking the piss, really, this. So, why early access? Warning. This isn't stage that meant to be fun and game yet. For now and next 3 to 5 months, this application are going to be a testing ground for a tester and a pre-player who interested to deal with frustration, lots of bugs, painfully bad gameplay with unfinished contents and unplayable mechanics, before it's becoming playground after months of development. So make sure to download and play at your risk. We will have no responsibility for being a bad game. I'm not going to read any more. I might show it up at the end, but yeah. Taking the piss? Just a tad. They're basically throwing away any responsibility for this being shit. Which it kind of is so far. I mean, not much is happening, is it really? And the way they're just saying, oh yeah, it's going to be terrible. I can't believe that. Anyway, let's explore the village. First impressions matter. I really think developers need to get that. You can't just say this is shit because it's in early access and it's only going to be in there for 3 to 5 months and they say it's a pre-alpha. Are you taking the piss? Anyway, here's some horror. Some spooky horror. Don't know why. It's very bright red, this blood. We just got a musical sting because of course we did. Go to the control room looking for help. What's the control room? What is this Swiss Family Robinson bullshit here? Who built this place? Okay, we've got a note we can read again. Hopefully it'll disappear. If you just dead, that's okay. But if you alive, that's not. All in caps, by the way. That's annoying, isn't it? It doesn't kill you, it leaves you broken instead. Honestly, they just dragged us down. With all these injured people just wasted. We put too much Oh, now while I'm reading it, now it's gone. It's just fucking gone. Was that it? So the notes just pop up. But guys, you should be expecting it to be rubbish. It's early access. It's rubbish. This game is rubbish. You should be... Oh, it's come back. We can read the rest now. We put too much afford to make them live, even if you knew it that they already dead inside. It sounds like a jerk, but we had to keep it together in order to survive. Just wish me luck. I mean, that's gibberish, isn't it? Are you going to fix the broken English during early access? Because that is some of the worst I've ever seen, I think. Got to get that localization sorted. If you can't do it, then hire someone to do it. If you're putting your game on Steam and you want people to play it, and the English is terrible, then you've got to state that. You've got to call it a foreign language game, because it might as well be. Even if it is occasionally funny. If I'm gonna... I don't know why I'm picking any of this stuff up, because it doesn't matter, does it? Raw meat. Has my hunger meter been dropping down? I don't know. God, not being able to strafe is very irritating when you're trying to maneuver. Like here, I want to see if I can turn that valve. I don't care. I don't think I'm meant to be finding the control room, wherever that is. Right, we didn't take full damage. That's good. Let's keep the very loud flies. Now, I've turned my headphones down, and they are very live. Live? They're very loud. I pick that up? Yep. So you've got to be right on it. But the game's in early access, guys. It's meant to be terrible. That's why you've got to be right on it. Oh, finally, I've got my knife that I was meant to have. Okay, so we can equip a knife, can we? Yep. So what does this do? Can I chop trees with this now? Can I finally do the terrible survival building crafting mechanic that I hate so much? So I don't really know why there's bodies everywhere. Did that note explain? I don't really think so. People were dragged down. Carl was dragged down. Poor old Carl. There's lots of blood. There's too much blood, isn't there, really? Okay, so I can't cut them. Of course I can run through those ones as well. They're the see-through bamboo. Nope. Not this room. More crap to pick up. So it's weird. Do these games usually have any kind of story? Your Rusts or your Ark or whatever? Like, is this it? Is this the control room? Yeah, I guess so. Because a thing popped up. The asshole has no fucking right to do this. He's a fucking Nazi. A fucking dictator. This motherfucker. Doesn't look for us, he full of himself. How could people not see? If no one stand on him, then fuck this shit, I'm out of here. I'd rather be eaten by... Oh, no, it's gone again. We're gone again. I'm sure it was brilliant anyway, and we've just got some pictures. We've got a picture of just a leopard or something. And, oh, the text is back. And we've got... What are these? We've got Pennywise the Clown from movies. Is that like J.J. Abrams or something? We've got the fucking Heath Ledger Dark Knight. What is all this copyright stuff? Okay, we'll just ignore that and we'll pick up a flashlight because it helps to have a flashlight. Yeah, I don't know what this is here. Potential copyrighted material, who knows? Okay, head to the radio tower. We'll just do that and then we'll stop because this is boring. Yeah, it's just wandering around with the bad controls. Don't think there's a sprint button. I mean, it hasn't told me there's a sprint button. I don't think there was one on the help menu either. Oh, where do I go, though? Head to the radio tower. Now, in most games, most proper video games that are proper... I mean, this is relative now. We have Steam releasing 3 puzzle games a day. There aren't really proper video games anymore. But you would be able to see the radio tower from your last objective. Or even you'd get a cutscene that showed you the way. So, I'm just gonna... I guess go this way? Don't know, it would be up a mountain, wouldn't it, a radio tower? Location on top of... Yeah, it says that. But which mountain? Is there only one mountain? How do we get... God, those flies. Please shut up. I'll die if I fall down there. Can't be bothered to do all that again. Because you do restart from the beginning. So I've got to go all the way out the village, haven't I? Fucking hell, mate. But it's an early access, remember. It's meant to be crap. You're meant to hate it. They have no responsibility for the fact that it's terrible. Do they not understand that people will still play it? Because it's on Steam. People will have a look at it. I think it's sitting on mixed reviews because people are so very forgiving on Steam. Ridiculously so. Especially if the developers are all apologetic. Yeah, this is on mixed, so that's not good. Usually it's higher. So yeah, because people's first impressions still count. People are still going to play this. See, it's terrible. I mean, where is the horror element, really? I think the bush monster was more unsettling because it was sort of surprising. Like, I did not expect it. I'm sure something like that's been in a game before. It's probably a Pokemon like it, but... yeah, I just wasn't expecting it. And it followed you for ages and you couldn't see it very well. Because everything is so horribly blurred. It might improve if I turn up the graphics. But... then the game just won't run. Should we see if we can find the edge of the map instead? God, I wish there was a sprint button. I'm holding shift, it's doing nothing. There's just a big savanna out there. Can it be savanna if it's grass? Oh, this is very long grass as well, unless I've crouched. No, I don't think I've crouched. So I'll try and get up the mountain. I have no idea how I'm meant to climb it though. I've got to jump, but I'm not the Skyrim horse, so I don't think this is going to work. And this grass is just annoying me now. Because I can't see anything. Maybe there's a stealth element. Wouldn't that be grand? I thought that might be a cave for a second there. Let me see if there's a sprint. Oh, there is. Unfortunately, it is only left shift, so I can't press it. So we'll be walking. We're walking the rest of the way. Yeah. Good. Through the long grass. I'll see if I can get up the mountain. We'll be back. We'll be back for this survival horror fun. Oh, no. No, we won't, because I just heard something. What is that? It's a weird bellowing. This is horrible, not being able to see anything. Not in a, like, scary way, like something might pop out, but in an irritating as all hell way. Like, just look at this. It's horrible. Who designed this? Is it because this space isn't meant to be used? Are we not meant to go this way? So you've just... What you've done is just made this endless field of really long grass. Oh, we're out of it. Well, there we go. Yeah, no, it's just long for no reason. Brilliant. Yeah, so I don't know, unless that's the radio tower. That's probably the radio tower, isn't it? Right, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I've stopped it because we found a wolf, and the wolf makes a Ruff sound, but it's clearly a person doing it. You just listen. It's a person going Ruff. That's ridiculous. And I can't stab it. Of course I can't stab it. Oh, and we're back to the bushes I can't get through. It's all going wrong. I thought I was nearly there. Nope, more bushes I can't get through. Oh my god, this is the worst game. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it now. Don't want to play this anymore. Do you notice it wasn't on a mountain either? It was on a tiny hill. If that was the radio tower. Yeah, your game is terrible. The thing is though, I'm not gonna play it again, and most people who try it out now probably aren't either. So that's where you done messed up. Whoops.